Alright, here we are for the first match of this triple Lorwyn. That looks like a fine hand. And we are first, so probably just want to play out this Elvish Eulogist. We could wait and try and get some value out of Lissalana later. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I probably should have played the Swamp, but we don't have anything on 3 anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal. So it seems our opponent is on Merfolk. Well, now we can just Branch Bender. Pass the turn. 3 color from our opponent. That's pretty bold. I did a 4 color before and it went very, very wrong. Here we could kill off this Reejery, but he's not attacking, so I think we just play out the Huntsmaster. Something he's got to take care of. And we can start getting super cool. Start getting elves just off of pretty much all of our spells. So he's on the tap plan, which wouldn't be bad. Except that we are on the go wide plan. So we can counter this. So he counters the spell, which exiles it. I think now we just make this forest into a 4/4 and attack. So our Master Myers getting exiled is kind of sad, but I think we nameless inversion this Reejery. Maybe we wait on it. He's just going to tap the forest. There's a 1/2 and a 1/1. I think we get rid of the Reejery because then we can attack with the Huntsmaster. Or maybe we don't yet. I assume he probably has like a flash or something. Or he just wants to tap down. So why don't we You gotta do it before combat. So you're gonna tap all of our stuff. Well, now I think we get rid of the Regery. And now we can just go wide around him. If he has to spend 3 mana to tap Lissalana, and we can probably just attack with Branch Bender, honestly. He has to spend 3 mana to tap these things so that he doesn't get hit hardcore, or he has to play something big. He's going to exile. Okay. And we draw Forest. Well, that's not really helping, but I think we then just pass. Can't really attack into those. Not yet. We need to draw more than land. There it is. We'll play this Moonglove Extract. Kill the Angler. If he's got some pump, he would do it anyway. Otherwise, it's a standoff. Regardless. So it looks like he's going to try and tap something. And tap this. Well, we're going to turn this forest into a 5/5. He's going to Whirlpool Whelm, or we don't need that forest. I believe he put it on top of his library. Oh, no. Put it into his hand. I'll play one more forest and get in for 4. Another land for our opponent. Stony Brook and Deep Tread of Marrow. That's not too concerning. Changeling Titan. I think we're going to turn this forest. Make him tap it. I think here we'll actually Changeling Titan And we'll just champion this forest. It's kind of excess. We don't really need it, so we'd rather keep the rest of them. I mean, we don't really need Elvish Eulogist, but... Surge Spanner. So we can start returning stuff to our hand. Play this Moonglove Winnower. And I believe we'll just pass. He has to tap the Changeling Titan down. The problem is he can start returning a bunch of stuff to our hand. Now we're going to go combat. He's going to have to return. He can return both of these to our hand, but then we can still at least attack. I don't know why he wouldn't. Seems strange. So he's returning the Titan to our hand. Now we can attack with everything. He's down to 4. And we play Nass Elite. We can play Ink Fathom Divers. We can play... I don't suppose it matters. So we don't really need that. If we can find the other Moonglove extract, we'll be in much better shape. Or our other Lissalana. Okay, well, it appears our opponent has lost connection to the game. So we'll see if they make it back. So they have to leave one of these tappers. They can play the Ink Fathom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they have to leave up. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're just dead. They don't have the resources. Tappers aren't bad, but they're not good when your opponent's going wide. They're pretty good from keeping you alive for a while. from stopping your opponent beating your face in with a giant creature like this Changeling Titan or our Forest. Opponent attacks, returns the elite to our hand. So our opponent can just stay alive. But I believe not if they do that. If we draw a removal spell, this spell's good news for us. And boom! Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Moonglove Extract. We get rid of this Angler. Our opponent has to block our Moonglove and then go down to 1. And at most, our opponent can get rid of the Branch Bender, probably. And unless they can play something else. If they drew a land, they're probably just dead. There's probably a way we should have killed them. Okay, so they're not that smart. They should have just returned the Branch Bender, because then we can't make a forest. They're effectively taking out 2 creatures. So they had a Marsh Flitter. Well, now we are in a bit of trouble. Because our opponent can return whatever we play to hand. I might have got a little too jumpy. Probably should have taken out the Surge Spanner. I think we play Nasalite. I actually want that. They got Warren Pilferers. Tap, tap. They lose 2 of these. Trade these 2. Our opponent returns Elite to the hand. Maybe tries to get in for 1. I think we hold up Branch Bender, because then they can't attack with the Surge Spanner. If our opponent was smart, he would have done that. Ugh. Our opponent's misplaying, but so are we, so it kind of evens out. Definitely should have won this by now. If I had been thinking and just killed the Surge Spanner, would have been easy peasy lemon squeezy. Can't tap the Surge Spanner and return anything yet. You're going to play the Huntsmaster. Yeah, he has to tap that. So now we can make a 5/5, and then he blocks the Pilferers. Or we can hold it back to block the Surge Spanner. I think the idea is to make him go down creatures, though. Because the worst he can do is start returning these to hand, and then we just keep playing things, keep getting more elves, and then eventually we'll be able to push 1 damage through. Drawing a land is good for us. So if he wants, he can attack, untap. Yeah, so he kind of has to... He might be able to do it this turn. Returns Lissalana. We could double block and kill it, and then... Let's see. Next turn, if we don't... Taps this. Taps the forest. Block and then get 1 through, or a yeah. So I think we just let that through. Take 2. We'll begin combat. Opponent taps that. We make a forest. Opponent taps the forest. and then get in for one. Okay, sweet. So what do we have? Do we have a thieving sprite? Protection from elves. Yeah, we had a lot of our higher end stuff. A Titan was good, but I think we might want a thieving sprite. Since our opponent is playing control, we can just knock out one of their cards, bring them down a little bit, have a flyer to try and get over them, rather than a 7/7 that they can tap or return. Because if they return the other one, it gets better for us. Ugh. If we can get lands, this is good. That's alright. It's not particularly good. I think we'll just keep them. We'll take the risk. So forest, pass the turn. Judge of Currents. We'll play this Changeling. I don't think we actually care. We won't block into it yet. We'd rather have more for this Elvish Promenade. Yeah. Don't want to trade for that, so we'll just continue to hold back. So he taps this. Do you really care? I think we just want to get rid of this Reedry. Might as well do it while he's tapped out. Our opponent's going to be drawing well for the next couple of turns. So hopefully we can draw equally as well. We'll just continue to let this go. It's only going to be a small part of this promenade, which we will probably drop this turn. Yeah. We could just get rid of this diver. I don't think that's worth it. I think we'll just pass this turn. We'll see what our opponent does. So our opponent had a land in hand. We'll take 3. Again, we're not really worried about it. Like, we're much more worried about stuff like that. So here we attack in with all of these. 6. Moonglove extract. And then we'll hold this gilt leaf. We should probably play it out, but considering once we get a creature, we can just drop it if we need it. I'd rather hold back. So I imagine our opponent has the Clash. We'll go ahead and kill that now anyway. And then take 5. Yeah, I think we just take 5. So we have a forest. Little pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop here. Pop there. Opponent takes 8. If need be, we can gain a little bit of life. Pestermite. We're gonna have to gain 4 life here. Go down to 3. And a forest. Can deal 8. Well, our only hope is to pass the turn. We just drew too many lands in a row. Spell stutter fright. Okay, well that does it. So maybe we want to bring in... No, I think we just had too high of a cost. I think it's fine. Fine to run back. We can't keep that. This isn't much better, but our opponent also mulliganed. Huntsmaster. Unfortunately, we had to put that on the bottom. attack. Well, we might have just got screwed out of this one. Food, marsh, and forest. I'll actually take that. Opponent gets in for one. And I think we branch Bender. Assuming our opponent plays out. I think we just block, actually. I think in the long run, we just have better creatures. Dream Spoiler Witches. Well, we were going to Thieving Sprite, but it's pretty imperative to get this Dream Spoiler Witches off the battlefield. Our opponent may be able to play out their hand, which means Thieving Sprite isn't as good, but if that's the case, that's the case. Ink Fathom Divers. Here I think we Thieving Sprite. Get rid of whatever the last car is. Yeah. So that was a good one to get rid of. We're going to take 3. But then we can Rent Run. So we're going to take 4. Place Moonglow Winnower. Pass. We're down to 5 minutes. Well, a Surge Spanner. Our opponent just got the fucking nuts. There's nothing like your opponent drawing everything they need. Can't believe both of those were in the top 4. And something else. Oh, and a crib swap. Okay, well. That's donezo. So we got some value cards out of that, and we had a really good deck, but that just shows the downside to limited is you can get past everything you need to create this awesome deck, and because of the inconsistency and the variance in limited, you just get screwed. But that's life. So hopefully you enjoyed a little look into the Lorwyn draft, and I will catch you guys next time.